Prior to your son's death, did he ever return any money to you?
No, ma'am.
Did you ever ask him for it?
I asked the defendant.
Why didn't you ask your son?
My son didn't borrow it.
Oh, that's a ridiculous answer. That's a foolish answer from a parent. She's merely the emissary. Did you ever say to your son, you owe me $250?
I may have said that they owe me $250. I may have said that, but Ashley is the one that borrowed the money.
Listen to me. There's what's technical, which you have a promissory note to cover, and then whether I believe anything else that you tell me, sir. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Between December, when your son was bailed out of jail, and the time he died in May, did you ever say to him, are you going to pay me back my bail money?
I think I did sometime in February.
Well, not I think I did. I want you to think about it. You don't have to rush right into an answer. Say, I need time to think. Did you ever say that to your son?
Yes, ma'am.
Where were you when you said it?
Most likely by telephone conversation.
Not most likely. I don't want you to tell me most likely. This is so important to you that you traveled all the way from where?
Alabama.
Alabama. To come to take care of this business. Instead of doing what most people would do, would be grieving over their son who lost his life by his own hand 5 months ago. You're coming here over a $250 bail that was for him, not for her. So I don't want you to tell me maybe it was by phone. This was an important thing for you. You traveled thousands of miles to litigate this issue. When and under what circumstances did you ask your son for the money back?
Sometimes in February, because I said that I have not got it back within 30 days.
And what did he say to you?
You're going to get your money back.
That was in February. When was the next time you spoke to him?
I didn't.
Why?
Phone was changed 2, 3, 4 times. I didn't have his phone number, and I didn't know his address in Gurley.
You knew where his mother lived.
Yes, ma'am.
Why didn't you call her?
We don't get along all that well.
You sure you got along well enough for her to call you to act as an intermediary for the bail money for your son, and you agreed to her request, so that doesn't sound as if you don't get along all that well. All you were doing would be calling to say, do you know where Justin is? I need to get in touch with him. So, with regard to the house, Ashley, you owe him $250 because you signed a promissory note to pay him, unless you have something.
I do.
What is it?
It's conversations that were screenshotted off of Facebook between the plaintiff and his son.
I'd like to see them. This says, his son says, I do owe you $250. That may be true. What I need from you is something from the plaintiff that says, all right, Ashley doesn't owe me the money anymore. You now owe me the money.
There's a statement that says we tried to pay you the money and refused because you said you were taking us to court.
Okay, fine. Can I see that?
I do.
I'm just curious, when did you try to pay him?
We tried to pay him several times. We drove to his house, and he got into a altercation with his son because they both have an alcoholic problem. So I got my babies in the car for safety, and we left.
Never happened, Your Honor.
Fine. You owe him $250. That's for the bail, because there's a promissory note that exists for that. Now, let's get back, because you're suing her for $3,000. So most of that is for damage to the house.
Yes, ma'am.
First, I would like to see the damage you're talking about, and then I want to see proof that your son didn't do it. And then I'm going to give you my very fast ruling, because you have plenty of stuff there where you talk about him owing you $250.
Your Honor, I went there prior to December 22nd when I loaned Ashley the money, and they had already moved out, apparently. And there was not a doorknob on the front door. There was a doorknob on the back door. And I went and secured my property and gave Ashley a key with a self-addressed envelope, and she never even returned the key.
Why didn't you sue your son and his wife?
I can sue both, or I can sue...
Well, no, because you can't establish to me that your son, who was the one who initially moved into the house, not with her because they were separated, he didn't cause all this destruction. And you had ample time prior to his death to sue him if you felt that you had a legitimate cause of action. Okay. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $250. The remainder of your claim is dismissed. You have a counterclaim.